各位，在关于清洁能源、人工智能和文明前景的讨论中，埃隆·马斯克将问题拉回一个几乎被现代政治忽略的尺度，那就是文明的极限从来不是制度，而是能量。如果以凯尔达瑟夫等级来衡量，人类依然停留在行星文明的起点。即便如此，现代的目标也并非掌握整个太阳的输出，哪怕只获得太阳能量的100万分之一，都将远远超过地球目前全部能源产出的总和。而真正的挑战不在于概念，而是跨越数量级的本身。人类现有的能源体系依然像在重力井底部挣扎，人类连达到地球所接收的10万分之一太阳能量都尚未实现规模化的利用，更不用说向更高层级跃迁。正因为如此，能源不只是经济的变量，而是所有系统的底部循环，包括计算、工业、健康、教育，甚至是货币的本身，最终都有可能会被还原为亚数。这一判断解释了为什么太阳能被反复的强调。在太阳系中，几乎所有其他能源的形式只是边角，太阳占据了系统质量的绝对多数。它每天稳定运行，已经是一座无需维护的聚变反应堆。而与之相比，地面上的任何替代方案都更像是在冰川旁边制造制冰机。而人工智能的爆发并没有改变这一逻辑，反而是放大了训练的集群、数据中心和模型的规模，本质上都是能量的问题。当算力开始以吉瓦为单位的增长，能源就不再是配套的条件，而是决定上限的硬约束。这也让未来的竞争趋势出现了偏差。真正的分水岭并不是谁先发布模型，而是谁能在长期提供廉价、稳定、可扩张的能源。因此，没有能源的盈余，任何智能系统都只是短跑的选手。在这一背景下，太空成为必然的选项。持续的光照、更低的延迟、更高能量的密度，使得轨道的能源和计算不再是科幻，而是工程问题。当运载能力足够大，轨道碎片、卫星密度、回收机制都会成为不可控风险变成可管理的成本。而这一条路径的意义并不只是技术的突破，它迫使人类重新理解自身的位置，不再只是优化地表的资源，而是开始学习如何在更大的系统中生存。文明的挑战正在从制度的博弈转向数量级的攀升，因此真正的问题会变得简单而残酷。人类是否具备跨越数量级的耐心，还有组织力和长期的视野？如果答案是否定的，那无论是人工智能多么聪明，文明都只能在玩具世界里面循环。让我们看一下他的视频。
Well, I think if you reframe things in terms of progress bar, like speaking of challenges, progress towards a Kardashev 2 scale civilization.
Sure.
Well, let's say the aspiration,
Capturing all the energy from the sun's output.
well, let's even have a humbler aspiration than that. If we say that our goal is to even get a millionth of the sun's energy,
Sure.
that would be more than 1,000 times as much energy as could possibly be produced on Earth. So about 500 millionth of the sun's energy reaches Earth. So you'd have to go up 3 orders of magnitude from that just to get to a millionth.
Yeah.
So we're very, very, very far from even having a billionth of the sun's energy harnessed in any way. So a reasonable goal would be try to get to a millionth. And if you try to get to a millionth or a thousandth, 0.1%, that's such an enormous. There's not sure what metaphor we'd use here, but because a hill to climb is not a inappropriate, like not a big enough metaphor. But
gravity well to escape.
yeah, it's a hell of a gravity well.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you try to get to a millionth of the sun's energy or a thousandth of the sun's energy. Like now, these are very, very difficult tasks.
And energy is the inner loop for everything right now.
Yeah, I think the future currency will essentially just be wattage.
Yeah, I was thinking, is the ability of a person to control energy and compute, or just energy? I mean, the two translate, obviously.
Just like harnessed energy.
Yeah.
Like so, or like basically how much power is being turned into work of some kind.
Right.
Intelligence or matter manipulation.
So that's your next big project, is going to be energy. It's going to be, you're going to go back to your solar
You
city
can expand
roots.
from there and say, okay, what about even getting somewhere on a Kardashev 3 scale, meaning galaxy level?
Now we're talking. Now we're back to Star Trek.
Yeah, expand horizons here.
Yes.
Well, there isn't even a horizon because you're not on a planet.
So we talk about.
So if you think galaxy mind.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're in 11.5 million square foot, 3 pentagons right here in this building. I mean, you think in a reasonably large scale.
What is magnitude?
Yeah.
So I mean, so from a challenge standpoint, I guess the civilizational challenge will be how do you climb the orders of magnitude in energy harnessed. I'm gonna make a bet here.
Okay.
Okay.
That Tesla will have a 2 nanometer fab, and I can eat a cheeseburger and smoke a cigar in the fab.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
The air handling will be that good?
Okay. Do you have this sketched out in your mind? Like how are the atoms being placed that they're immune to cheeseburger grease?
You just maintain wafer isolation the entire time, which is actually the default for fabs. The wafers are transported in boxes of pure nitrogen gas.
Yep.
Under a slight positive
So
pressure.
are the bananas at Walmart. Just so you know.
Yeah. Well, it's insecticide
reason.
essentially. Like it's pretty hard for anything that's combusting to live without oxygen.
Yep.
So
let's talk about.
So you can kill the bugs just by putting a nitrogen blanket on,
interesting.
on plants. Yeah.
Interesting.
I want to talk about energy, health, education, because those are people's concerns. So on the energy front, the innermost loop of everything that you're building and doing right now.
Energy is the foundation.
What's your vision for energy abundance?
The sun.
In the next, this decade, the sun. Yeah, I mean, so
the sun is everything.
It's everything. So you're all in on solar. I mean, your natural gas and solar. You're at Colossus 2, right?
Yeah. People just don't understand how that solar is everything. So everything compared to the sun, all other energy sources are like cavemen throwing some twigs into a fire.
Yeah.
So the sun is over 99.8% of all mass in the solar system. Jupiter is around 0.1% of the mass. So even if you burnt Jupiter, the energy produced by the sun would still round up to 100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then if you teleported 3 more Jupiters into our solar system and burnt them too,
it would still round up.
The sun still rounds up to 100% of energy.
Any interest in fusion? I mean, fusion on the planet, fusion on Earth.
See that coming a mile away.
You're never gonna guess how the sun works.
Giant coal plants.
I mean, we have a giant free fusion reactor that shows up every day.
93 million miles away.
It's farcical for us to create little fusion reactors. I mean, that would be like, having a tiny ice cube maker in the Antarctic and say, "Hey, look, we made ice." I'm like, "Congratulations!" Even the fucking Antarctic.
So totally with you on this.
There's like 3-kilometer high glaciers right next to you.
Okay.
Yeah, but sure you can make an ice cube.
If you just narrow the question to the Memphis timeline, so Memphis data center timeline between 1 gigawatt and 10 gigawatt, you're not gonna pull 10 gigawatts out of Memphis. Maybe you are.
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay, so there's still a gap between there and the next whatever. You just draw a line. So and they're not in space yet at that point.
We're still in Toyland here on energy.
Toyland, you said?
Toyland.
10 gigawatts. You know what's amazing is there's 100 megawatts right outside the door here, and it's massive.
Yeah,
it's enormous, and it uses more energy
imagine 100 times
than everything. All these manufacturing lines combined use less energy than that.
I think,
but we're talking about a gigawatt.
Long ago, Cortex 1 was the third largest training cluster in the world.
Yeah,
for doing coherent training.
You're falling behind.
Well, we have Cortex 2 that's being built out. Yeah. That'll be half a gigawatt and operational middle of next year.
So going back to what Dave is saying, over the next 5 years, what are you scaling on energy front?
5 years is a long time.
I mean, energy, China's done an incredible job.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's running circles around us.
China has done an incredible job on solar.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So I believe China's production capacity is around 1,500 gigawatts per year of solar.
Yeah, they put in 500 terawatts in the last year. Terawatt hours.
Yeah.
Terawatt hours.
I was like
500 terawatt hours, to be very specific.
Yeah.
In the last year, 70% of that was solar, and they're just scaling. Do you imagine that
solar scales?
Do you imagine that the U.S. could make that level of investment and commitment? Because people are worried about their energy bills going up with no data centers in our backyard. How do we provide? I mean, energy is equivalent to cost of living. It's equivalent to health. It's equivalent to clean water. The higher energy production of a country, the higher its GDP. Energy is important. So what do we do to scale that way? Do we do it in solar here?
I think we should scale solar substantially in the U.S. Tesla and SpaceX are scaling solar. And I encourage others to do so as well. So obviously I've said this stuff, publicly. I do see a path to 100 gigawatts a year of space solar, sort of AI-powered, solar-powered AI satellites.
Yes.
So 100 gigawatts a year of solar-powered AI satellites.
I did the math on that. That's like 500,000 Starlink V3s launched over 8,000 Starship flights. That's one every hour.
For a year.
10,000 flights a year is a reasonable number. So
it's amazing. It's quite the scale.
Well, what's the really rough timeline on that? Because
by aircraft standards, that's a small number.
Sure. In terms of flights, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's small fry. So you're just depends what you compare it to. If you compare it to the rest of the rocket industry, it's a very high number.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 1 million tons of payload to orbit per year. So if you do 1 million tons of payload to orbit per year with 100 kilowatts per ton, that's 100 gigawatts of solar-powered AI satellites per year.
Yeah.
There's a path to get probably to a terawatt per year
from Earth.
Yeah. If you say 10, if you want to go up another order of magnitude, or let's say you want to go to 100 terawatts a year, which is obviously kind of nutty numbers, then you want to make those AI satellites on the moon, and use a mass driver.
Yeah, so the Gerard K. O'Neill approach.
Well, like Robert Heinlein, Moon is a hot
sure, of course.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I love that book.
Yeah. It's a sort of libertarian paradise on the moon.
Yes.
So, because on the moon you can just accelerate the satellites into to escape velocities around 2,500 meters per second, and there's no atmosphere, so a mass driver works very well on the moon.
Can I ask the question about orbital debris? I mean, we're building effectively a Dyson-ish swarm around the Earth.
Swarm?
Yeah, swarm. Swarm. We'll eat it for lunch. Are you worried about over congestion on the? That's going to be the sun sync orbit's going to fill very quickly.
I mean, you don't have to have sun sync. I mean, you can
don't have to, but it's optimal.
Yeah. There's some pros and cons to sun sync or not sun sync. I mean, your payload to orbit drops by like 30% compared to, if you just went to like mid inclination, like 70 degrees or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, do we need an orbital debris X prize at this point? We need some way to get the satellites, defunct satellites down. Do we pass rules that require them to deorbit on their own?
Yeah, at the point at which you can put 1 million tons of satellites into orbit, you can also, start bringing down satellites too.
Yeah.
Or at least collecting them into a fixed location, so they're not like all over the place.
Yeah, then you can reuse them.
Yeah. Let's just say that we'll have the resource level will be so high that I believe this will be a solved problem, given the amount of intelligence we're talking about here.
Oh.
Like the intelligence will be quite interested in preserving itself.
Yes, that's true.
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, good motivation.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The question is,
the data centers will not be in low Earth orbit, right? They'll be much higher, constantly in the sun. They're not going to be in the traffic jam, I assume.
Well, you can get to, you don't have to get to constant sunlight. You can be around 1,200 kilometers sun synchronous will give you constant sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
But you could place them in multiple orbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think if there's an X prize for cleaning up, it's got to be. There's only going to be clutter in low Earth orbit.
I mean, debris from
anything that's if it's below around 700 or 800 kilometers, the atmospheric drag will bring it back.
Yeah.
So like for Starlink, there's a dual benefit of being like as low as possible because your beam your beams are tighter. You're basically you have less latency and your beams are smaller if you're closer to the Earth. So like Starlink 3 will be around 330 to 350 kilometers, which is quite a lot of drag. So it's basically constantly thrusting to.
I still remember when you proposed Starlink, and everybody else in the industry was like, "No way, no way. He's not going to get the spectrum. He's not going to be able to do this."
Yeah,
it's kind of worked.
Yeah, the Starlink team has done an incredible job.
Yeah.
I mean, we've basically rebuilt the internet in space with laser links.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 9,000 satellites up there right now.
Do you think the government's going to be able to handle the kind of licensing of the volume of satellites that you want to put up? I mean, will there be pushback because China's going to put up their own constellations? Europe, who knows whether Europe will ever step up?
They won't.
What's that? They won't. No.
And there's a probability.
Yeah.
Nothing they're doing has success in the set of possible outcomes.
Yeah. Let me ask you,
I just got back from Rome. I don't want to touch that railing.
Success is not on the set of possible outcomes.